Hello, today is the anniversary of the birth in 1947 of Geoffrey Hinton, who was one of the founding fathers, so to speak, of artificial intelligence. Uh, Along with his two colleagues, he developed it and encouraged it, and for many years worked with it. For example, working with Google until 2012. But then he resigned in order to be able to speak out more freely about its dangers. And it's interesting that of the other two people who were part of the team that produced it, the other one, Yoshia Bengio, was one, and he supported Geoffrey Hinton in his anxieties. But the third, Yann LeCun, who continues to work high up in the Meta organization, thinks it's perfectly safe, and to suggest that it has any ultimate danger for humankind is, in his words, preposterous. I think, without being too cynical, that he has a vested interest in continuing to believe in its good effects. And I think one of the problems about AI is that there is a battle between those who think about it scientifically and socially and those who think they can make some money out of developing it. But the worry for Geoffrey Hinton was that he said it was beyond belief that it could be protected from bad use by bad people. And I think this is a worry about AI, that it is something which could so easily be taken over by people with evil intent, or certainly without the best interests of the human population as a whole as their priority. And indeed, it could simply be that, in terms of the disruption to society, it could be pretty grim. Geoffrey Hinton says that it could have the same effect within the next 20 years as, for example, the discovery of electricity or the Industrial Revolution. Major social upheaval could be caused by it, and I think it's one of those things that makes us a little bit uncertain about our future as a human race. One of many things at the moment, I think. I was thinking about how I approach it, and I picked up on a phrase that President Biden used recently, talking about his relationship with Putin. He used the phrase "trust and verify." And this apparently was a phrase that Ronald Reagan used to use about his relationships with Russia. It in fact, its origins are in a Russian proverb. But it struck me as a very sensible way to think about our future with AI, possibly at its heart, to trust it and to trust the people who will be using it, but constantly to be verifying it, to be watching it, to be trying to see whether there are any ways in which it could be doing damage to the human race. I know that's difficult, because so much of the damage that can be done is kind of built into the system before we realise its dangers, and there is a worry about it. But I think my own view is that we have to trust the way that science is going to develop this new product, and hope that it can be brought into good use by human beings, and become a real addition to the way in which we help each other and support each other and create human happiness. That's my hope and my prayer, and I think, alongside all the caveats that people like Geoffrey Hinton bring to this new development, this radical new possibility, I think I bring the hope that, as with so many other new inventions, it can in the end bring more good to the human race than bad.